Bamboo Blade is a slice-of-life anime following the lives of several members of a kendo team, and I thought this was going to be really cool because I used to practice kendo when I was younger, and when I say practice, I really mean get my ass kicked because, just being honest here, how effective could a 12-year-old boy be when he's covered in adult armor fighting against adults and the armor smells like vomit? I mean, you'll hear people talk about this kendo stank. It is serious business. There's no joke to be had about that. It's pretty bad. But anyways, disgusting childhood memories aside here, there are several kendo matches and kendo tournaments within this anime, but they aren't really the focal point of the story itself. It's just something that kind of happens in the background, and for the most part, they're not really taken that seriously until you get further on into the anime. However, there were a few kendo matches near the end of the anime, which they took seriously because by then, all of the characters were fully invested, and I thought they were pretty good. Bamboo Blade features 8 main characters, and sadly, only one stands out. Tamaki is an introverted high school freshman who loves anime and has a natural talent for kendo due to actually living in a dojo. And when your parents are both kendo masters, you tend to pick up quickly. Due to the anime spending so much time on her, we learn of her history, her family life, we see her experiencing many things for the first time and watching her grow to adapt to these new situations, which ultimately resulted in her being the most well-rounded and developed character in the anime. Unfortunately, the remaining 7 characters were mostly defined by their quirks, and some were pretty funny and others, nah.
This one! It's so cool!
Hands off! Those things are expensive!
He's leaving fingerprints! What do you think of my dough, Mia Mia?
You look fantastic. I got you something for looking so cute.
Yeah! What happened to my buns?
In its defense, not all of the other characters are trying to be cute at all times. Like, say for example, there's Saya and Mia Mia, who both struggle internally, but I didn't think their characters were handled very well, as they suffer from rapid mood changes seemingly triggered by the slightest inconvenience. As far as the plot goes, it's divided with events which are relevant to these characters' individual lives, and also kendo matches as well, but the reason why these matches are never taken too seriously from the viewer perspective is that the teacher has this ulterior motive, is that he wants to get his kendo team to win against his rival's kendo team in order for him to receive a free year of sushi, even though the students don't exactly know that. My favorite kendo matches always involve Tamaki because kendo is in her blood, and whenever she fights, not only is she extremely good, but we learn about her character because, say for example, someone will use a specific stance which will remind her of events in her childhood, and we learn more about her that way. On top of that, she's played off as this unbeatable character. She's never experienced defeat, and her team realizes this as they get her signed up for a part-time job just so she would be placed in situations where she has no experience and can learn from. Now, as far as the other 7 characters are concerned, there is a bit of development for them later on in the story, but there's only so far you can go when you have such little to work with here. But on a positive note, Bamboo Blade has a pretty good ending. I felt that it wrapped everything up nicely and created a complete experience. Now, Bamboo Blade is something which features the topic of kendo, so you would expect it to have good animation, and it actually delivers with this. The kendo matches were pretty exciting, and they were animated pretty well. Even though this is a slice-of-life anime where kendo is just a side note to it, there are other anime out there which are action-based, which have worse animation than this, so I think they did a good job with that. My one complaint about the animation of the matches is that sometimes, it's not always, but they do sometimes have a strike land as soon as the camera switches away to see a character's reaction, so we don't actually see the impact of the strike itself, but it really isn't that frequent of an issue. Moving on to the voice acting, I watched Bamboo Blade with its English dub, and I felt that they did a pretty good job with that, and it matches the quality of story that we're getting here. My final score for Bamboo Blade is a 6 out of 10. So if you're personally interested in kendo, then you may enjoy Bamboo Blade, but if you're just looking for a slice-of-life anime, there are a lot of slice-of-life anime out there, so chances are you're gonna find something better elsewhere. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and also subscribe for more anime reviews, and the question of the day is, have you ever seen any other kendo anime? If so, what are they called? In the comment section below, because I'm interested in that, and this is the only one that I've seen so far, and I would like to see more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.